Hello, truth seekers. Joe Sovereign here. I'm going to make this video to try and tell you as efficiently as possible what I think of this recent Fort Lauderdale airport shooting in Florida. I believe that the shooter, Esteban Santiago, may not have been alone. I have seen video of one witness claiming that there was multiple gunmen, so that is something to think about right away. But aside from that, I believe that there's a lot of other parallels to, other people that we're hearing voices, stories like that, such as the Brooklyn Navy Yard shooter, who complaining that he was being targeted with ELF, technological ELF weapons that are used by the military, and that he was being harassed with these technologies. And he made all these claims and filed all these reports before he did what he did, and he wrote on his gun, apparently, my ELF weapon and better off this way. So as we can see, this is what people do when they want to retaliate, when they're sick of all of this happening, when they want to move on, when they want the gang stalking to stop. Maybe they'll do something like this. Now this is just what I think. This man claimed 2 months ago that the government was forcing him to watch ISIS videos. Okay, so that's a little fishy. The government is forcing you to watch ISIS videos. He also claimed that he was hearing voices, that he was being told to fight for ISIS by voices in his head. So this is very fishy. Okay, everyone? This is very fishy. This guy could have been gang stalked or used as a patsy, or used for this agenda, used for this event. We really have to think about stuff like this. And now, okay, aside from the Brooklyn Navy Yard shooter and the Fort Lauderdale shooter here, I also want to talk about this. Look at this. Remember this story from November? I hear voices and push people in front of trains, the woman said after she was interviewed, after she shoved a woman to her death for no reason on the train. So a woman claimed that she heard voices telling her to push people in front of the train, so she did it for no reason. This is the same woman, Melanie Turner, who they claim she has a history of mental illness, but that history of mental illness only started, apparently, from what I know, from the research I've done. Sometime prior to this, she claimed that she pushed someone else in front of a train. But apparently, that didn't happen. Apparently, she lied. So right here, the article says, last month, Melanie Turner lied to police officers saying that she pushed a German woman in front of a train at the Union Square station. Eyewitnesses said they saw the woman jump in front of the train, adding that she wasn't pushed by anyone. Okay? So now that's something to think about. Here's another article that claims that witnesses that saw her when she actually did push a woman in front of the train, that once again, there was witnesses there who told police that the victim actually jumped in front of the train themselves. So 2 times she claims she pushed people in front of a train. The first time, they say that's a lie, and that the woman actually jumped in front of the train herself. The second time, when she actually pushes someone in front of a train a month later, when she actually does it, there's still witnesses there telling police that the victim jumped in front of the train themselves. Okay, and now remember, this woman, Melanie Turner, said that she hears voices and then pushed people in front of the trains. And guess what? The victim in that fatal subway push, the victim whom Melanie Turner actually did apparently push in front of the subway, was the Blackstone CEO, Stephen Schwarzman, his housekeeper. So Stephen Schwarzman, the guy who has all these corrupt ties the guy whose wife sat down to eat dinner with Hillary Clinton, maybe this housekeeper knew something. Maybe the housekeeper knew something, and then they either hired someone, to kill her somehow, or maybe harassed or mind controlled someone like Melanie Turner to do it. Okay? So here's another story about strange subway pushers. This guy, a story from 2014. Subway pusher says he doesn't remember the fatal shove. Okay, so this guy pictured here pushed an Asian man in front of the train. After he was caught and they talked to him about it, he says that he has no idea that happened and then he doesn't remember it. Don't get me wrong, folks. This guy could be completely lying. Okay, this guy, you never know. This guy could definitely be completely lying and just saying he doesn't remember it because, people also do that all the time too. But I'm just saying that, these are tactics on how, like, you could gangstalk people or assassinate people. You can go up to this guy and be like, oh, do you want to make 500, do you want to make like 100 grand right now or 500 grand right now? Here's a picture of somebody. Just push them in front of a train. They're going to take the train at this time, at this station. You show up there and wait for them. And when you see them, push them. Like, and then boom, they get him as a patsy. Like, these are just things I'm thinking about here. Okay? But I want to reiterate again, we don't know. This guy could be lying. I don't know. So this is a lot of strange stories. So we have this subway. I will leave all the links below in the description, everybody. But we have this subway pusher who says he doesn't remember pushing someone in front of the train. You have this woman, Melanie Turner, who says, I hear voices, and then pushed the Blackstone CEO's housekeeper under a train. This guy, the most recent airport shooter, says that he was hearing voices telling him to fight for ISIS and that the government was forcing him to watch ISIS videos. Let's go back. Everybody remember the Navy Yard shooter. Okay, filed multiple reports and made multiple reports that he was being harassed by either the government or people he worked with or anybody else. And so I just want to bring this to people's attention, all the weird similarities and things to think about with all of this. Stay vigilant, guys. Thanks a lot.